Hello, fellow humans. I got glasses. And that's great. Now, keep in mind they're just to block my eyes from being messed up from being on this computer all day. But I got glasses. I wanted glasses since I was little. I don't know what it is about the geek aesthetic, but I wanted glasses and I wanted braces. I think it was Urkel that did this to me. It's still rolled over. Which gets us to today's topic, which is inner child, inner teen healing, I guess. And keep in mind, I didn't even know that before we got on here. I was just excited about my pink dress. So every time you guys see me doing videos over the next couple weeks, I'm on my like Jane the Builder stuff. So I'll be in different positions, just working myself back up to the whole cute desk set I had set up in my last place. I actually want to do something better. And then I'll finally be off of this webcam. So this week I got myself some like lav mics so that if I want to, oh, look at me getting nervous. If I want to leave outside my house and possibly record while I'm at a park or a restaurant or something, I can do that and you guys can still hear me. So what I have been experiencing these last, is it 2 weeks? I think the last video I did was the 15th, was self-focus, which is what I was missing like last year because I was totally deep in the ocean of helping everybody who was going through their spiritual stuff. So when life spiritually settled down, I guess that's what we'll call it, I realized, holy shit, I ain't been doing none of this stuff for myself. All this knowledge and no practice behind it. So I have been getting all of this stuff together and I realized, holy shit, this is all like time for my inner child team to shine. So inner child is like before you knew all the bad stuff can happen in life. Like this is before your first heartbreak, even if it was like a parental heartbreak or something. Teen is after you found out that shit happens. Teen is like when you first start realizing, hold on, stuff doesn't go my way. So when you're doing inner child work, you're doing it from the place of Delulu. You're doing it from that childlike innocence that anything can happen. Anything is possible. 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 Maybe it's possible. Possible. And you can buy whatever you want because that's what my little one was worried about. Like we were poor. We were really poor. And I guess the messed up thing is I was just poor when I was with my mom. And then I go to my dad's house and he'd have this big old house and I'd be like, this is not fair. Like, can I be with him during the weekdays? But I always had a running list in my head from the commercials and stuff that would come on or the things I'd see my friends have that I couldn't have of what I would buy myself as soon as I grew up one day and got some freaking money, like dead ass serious. And it started, like I said, during these last 2 weeks. But this dress, I used to watch like little movies with tennis players. In the 90s, they gave us a lot of the Stepford White Woman. But when I saw that, I was like, that's what I want. I want to get blowouts and go to the spa and pick up my kids from their experiences and stuff. Okay, that's the inner child me. All right. In a teen realize that there's some things in life you want to do for yourself. And because I was the oldest child, I did not get to do those things. So once I finally got money, I was extremely disappointed to find that my money was going to be taken because my mother was a single mother, but like literally I didn't even have an ID yet because I wasn't old enough. So I had to sign my checks over to her in order for them to get cashed and she would never give me my money back. So I had a lot of stuff piled up. So I found myself frozen. Like I did not know what to do. Like, who is Aisha at 38? Like, where is the rest of me? What happened to that whole storyline after the teen? I got in like the relationship that I ended up stuck in at 17. So everything froze. I heard people say, if you go to jail, you get stuck in the mentality of whatever age you went to jail. I'd like to not call it jail, but the idea of it still stays the same. So when I saw this dress, and it's like a tennis dress, like I don't even think I can wear this out the house, or I'll end up with getting back shots. But it made me feel good. I even have this song that I've been singing to. I always find like a bop to keep me focused on what my goal is, and it's called Housewives Flipping. So I did discover that I don't want to pick up their friends. I don't want a PTA. I don't want to carpool. Um, I don't like to blow out my hair but once a month because I don't want to damage it. And that's what has been allowing me to grow it so fast in such a short time. If y'all ain't noticed, like this in real time. Um, this has been a concentrated effort, but it's housewife spliffing by this chick named Angie. But it's just like all day, I'm just gonna do what like housewives do and organize my stuff. I didn't know I loved vacuuming so much. Like I even got the little sprinkle stuff, decorated the bathrooms. Now, spiritual wise, I gotta bring this back around. What would inner child have wanted or done with magic? I remember the first time I saw the craft and I realized, like, nah, that's it. So you get the best of both worlds going on here. Uh, your house is your magnet, it is your recharge station, it's the hub. It's the hub for your experience here. So, whatever vibration your home is set at, that's sort of kind of what you walk out into this world with, your shield. So, everybody knows sage, but that's to clear stuff out. Once you clear stuff out, you have to set the vibration of your room because you just cleared it out. There's nothing in there. You can use Palo Santo, and that just gives you a nice smooth vibe. I prefer to use, oh, what am I stuck on now? Frankincense. And what is the reason? I didn't even, you get led even when you don't realize you're being led. Because I was using frankincense and I didn't pick it out with any like type of thing in mind as usual. I've really been running on auto because I was trying to do the Stepford mom thing at first. As a matter of fact, my oldest daughter is getting her license today. She's out with her driving teacher. So frankincense, thought to have strong vibrations that drive away negative energies when burned. It says worship also. I'm like, what am I worshiping, baby? Let's see. I just wanted a better answer. It cleanses your energy field, which I guess makes sense. Clears negative energy, stress, attachments in your aura. I just, at this point, I just trust my gut. And then I Google it later because I'm like, my higher self knows better than me. And I tell you all this stuff. So y'all can understand that it works the same for everybody. This is not just me, it's all of us. We are constantly being guided by something bigger than us. And it's just actually a bigger version of us. And I think I have a photo that I want to post with this so you can understand the different layers of your energetic bodies. But setting the vibration was first. Then you have to prepare it for abundance. This is ghetto. Do not judge me, y'all. But I come from a long line of pine sol. And that's what I use. Pine is abundance. I knew that one. Pine is money. So you wash your floors, you wash your windows, your mirrors, because that's about clear vision and bringing in abundance. So now I've been doing stuff like lighting my candles. Everything I have is rose, all rose, everything. And that was going in with the internal healing because rose is self love. It's softness. That's why I see pink. I have my pink vesty necklace on. I got my love earrings because in order to do this right, which is the step I was missing the whole time, just because I was so focused on like getting everybody else up on the raft of wokeness, is that you have to eat, sleep, and breathe. Every single part of this, everything that you're doing has to line up with the intention of the main goal in order for the energy to be funneled into it. This is all a game of energy, guys. So if I say, I wouldn't say Stepford mom was my main goal. It's not. This was just a piece on the way to it. And I hate saying Stepford, but y'all get the idea. I really do like being a girly girl. Like the next thing I'm gonna do is work out a manicure because my nails are like all different shapes and sizes. I would like them to be set at one thing so I can keep it up. But your main goal, what do you want for yourself? When you go to retire, what do you want to have accomplished for yourself? Where do you want to be at the end of days? How do you want to live out your end of days? That's what I mean by setting an intention. And then you sort of work backwards, like, how do I get there? And then when you're writing down your notes, by the way, you work backwards. Like, all right, what step would this take? Just break it down into smaller pieces. But the main thing is, what are you going to do in the present that is going to link where you are now to that timeline? Me, I want to end up in Africa. America is not for me. So I kept getting the message right. Like, you have to go back to Africa. You have to go back to Africa. And I'm like, why do I have to go back to Africa? I mean, I really don't look like I belong there. And that's just the thing in my head for my family, making fun of me being the only one this color, right? Because everybody else is sort of like tan or brown. And no, both my parents are Black. I am a anomaly in my family. But it's just on my spirit and I'm gonna move with it. I looked at astrocartography yesterday, which is your natal chart placed over like the world map. So you can see where your strengths and your weaknesses lie in different locations. Cool as shit, right? So I go on there. I'm in a dead zone. America's in a dead zone. Like, I'm functioning clearly, but none of my actual gifts are active here. I scrolled over to Africa, lit. I'm like, say less. I understand how all of this works now. I got it. I will take my ass over there. All through Africa and Europe, it's like all my stuff is over there. But I think this has something to do with the fact that America is like the new land, but I kind of think it's where everybody who had to do with anything that went wrong over there in Europe and Africa got sent like as punishment and retribution, and like, y'all sit over here and punish time out and learn to get along. We did not learn to get along. So that's why I think America will be the next like Babylon, which is another good reason to get out of here, right? So checking into astrocartography. I know I'm dumping, I guess I am, a lot on you guys today. But it was like 2 weeks of me just thinking. I didn't even want to hear music. I was listening to my frequencies. I'm at a different vacation every day because if you go on YouTube, you can find videos. Oh, I can show you guys. Oh, my screen. I forgot about that feature. One moment, let me flip it. There we go. Oh, I am in the corner. Hi, me. Yeah, so as you can see, tropical beach over here, but sometimes I'll type in like Hawaii or Fiji. Sometimes I'm at a lake. I don't know where this is, but I'll probably be there later. Oh, no, I like this waterfall better. See, let me stop looking. But I've just been sitting with the sounds in different locations. If I was rich, I would have been in all those different locations writing. Ended up creating a curriculum for myself of things that I wanted to learn, so that while I am teaching other people the stuff that I already know very well, I'm learning some new stuff that engages my mind. The downward spiral here into the lower vibrations before you start fucking stuff up for yourself, self-sabotaging your demons, is boredom. Once you start getting bored, you can hear them boys, by the way. That's when you can hear the lower vibrational entities when you get bored. But you start acting out of character, trying to find things to fill that need, that boredom. There's nothing worse than being on earth where you came to be entertained and then like suddenly you're bored with all that's going on. So I believe that me sitting through the sounds and stuff was just like a refresher. I had not been bored this last year. I had been taking on other people's problems. So a sort of purge occurred. But I have a 8 subject binder now. Guys, I got textbooks. Now, some classes I'm going to take online. Absolutely. Because, you can't teach yourself everything, right? Oh, excuse me for a second, because I keep my stuff all in this area right now until I get my bookshelf here. I ordered everything offline. Mine is better. Selections. Let's see. Okay, guys. So I guess I didn't know what this video was for. God just said, do this. It's been a while. Gratitude book. Is that showing up? I recommend this for everybody, along with setting the vibration of your house. Every day, when you wake up, write something you're grateful for. When you go to bed, write something you're grateful for. That's building spiritual currency also. Gratitude is like the opener. Gratitude and love. I don't know what I'm going to use this one for, but it was cool because it had like gold on the outside. I'll figure it out. I am a hoarder of books, even the ones I write in. You'll find oh, that's new. Guess I had to get used to my hair getting stuck in stuff. So yeah, I have a million different like notebooks with paper and ideas that I have because my mind really never stops. I actually have to take melatonin in order to sleep because otherwise my mom won't shut up talking to me. Like once my gifts got turned on, they're always going. I'm always downloading stuff. So my textbooks, I wanted to show you guys. Oh, I'm always rushing through my videos, right? Because I didn't know what y'all wanted to hear about, but today I'm slowly like getting the vibe, just chill, just be. So this is my binder that I made for all the subjects I will be learning over the next 12 weeks in between my readings and my YouTube vacations online, right? What I purchased before I did the astrocartography was this African Goddess Initiation book. Because just trust your gut, it's leading you somewhere. It went with, where you at, baby? Here we go. And I got the book because it went with the African Goddess deck that I already had. And I just really loved the illustrations, the like pictures and stuff that were in it. Just some really good work. So getting the book was like a no-brainer. And then this whole Africa thing. And guys, it started with the song Toto. I did not understand. It was like my spirit will be talking to me like, yo, you have to go to Africa because there's this thing that we do that brings water and blessings to whatever area we're in. And it's just like we would operate better there in our domain. Didn't understand. I do now. I'm gonna just start listening to him too, because he be sort of lit. The book that I am most excited about is this one. Now, this is the textbook I was talking about. You see there? I don't, in all honesty, think I am going to finish this in 12 weeks. I would like to, but I think it's like it's almost 600 pages. I would be doing a great disservice to myself if I tried to fit the amount of energy that was energy, well, that it what it is, right? The amount of information that is in here in 6 weeks. So I think I actually divide this into 2 or 3. But this is Serpent Rising, a Kundalini book. The main title or name or what I have it listed on my classes as, because I wrote myself a schedule, is Human Energy Potential. And I think this has something to do with those brains in Africa. Like there are ways that you can use your sexual energy to create different outcomes on the Earth's plane because your chakras are connected to the Earth chakras. You just have to be in the right place. Now I done got all sciencey. So I don't know. I guess it's important that you know who you're watching videos from. Like I could be over here making voodoo dolls. Y'all ain't know what I was doing over here, but I don't know how to make voodoo dolls. I'm not into that. I actually came up with this little, with the help of my ancestors, thing called the Venus flytrap. Because I don't like to fight. I don't like to magically fight. It's stupid. It gets nowhere. And it's lame. It's lame. You can throw shots. I can't even see you. Come on, face me in person. The Venus flytrap. So now, if somebody throws power at me or throws like negative energy or something at me, instead of me going through the return to sender, which just still just goes back and forth, they recommend I keep it. Like if somebody is bold enough to throw that shit at me, I should trap it and then use it for my own stuff. Now, I don't recommend this for everybody because what I learned is when you do this, when you trap that dark, you still got to transmute that like it's your own shadow. It caused me a couple more dark nights holding on to the dark energy that somebody else sent me. Somebody recently sent me, but I didn't even know there was stuff inside me that I needed to dig that deep with. I thought it was just me going through my regular stuff. So I wasn't like super stressed. Turn on my waves and let's think about it, Aisha. But the Venus flytrap, I eat your stuff. I don't give you back your energy anymore. You gave me negative energy. I turned it into more power for myself. Now it's pretty. So, what does that do to the person who sent their energy my way? You're not getting that back. You're gonna feel a little bit more tired. You're gonna have headaches. You're gonna have a hard time sleeping because your energy got. Thank you for helping me build my kingdom with your negativity. You gotta be creative uh, when you are learning to be a magician. There's no way around it. I prefer to say alchemist, but even then, I think some of the words that I don't want to use, like witch or magician or something, have to do with the negative connotation. Just like the N word, I don't use it because everybody else uses it, but it's still like I don't. I don't like it because I believe at one point when you heard that word, you were scared for your life. You were terrorized. You were like, but it's the same thing with witch. There was one point if you heard somebody say witch, bro, you was like, so I do understand people trying to reclaim their power through the use of the words, but I don't. It feels minimalistic. Say witch, woman in total control of herself. I could try that, but it's just not. It's uh you took a person who was able to understand the elements and how to use them in order to better your experience here and then demonized it. Although there are some witches that do be eating children and men and stuff, they are not the majority. So, no, uh, I don't think it's fair to just branch that all under one thing. I don't call myself one thing, I am she. So, I am going to close today with an energy pull. All right, I went over the inner child and inner teen, so y'all can understand the difference and which part of yourself is throwing a tantrum and needs care. How to set the vibration in your house. Oh, guys, I got a money goal. It's just something I wanted to talk to you guys about in general. Uh, I get when it comes to doing money stuff because that's actually my jam, abundance and stuff. And I'm like, I could teach that, but I don't want to become the materialistic version or like you come here to learn how to get money and then you bypass all the other stuff. So let me say this. If you are interested in your finances growing, create a money tree. This is a plant or something, and you put coins in it, copper, silver, right? Talk to your plant. Grow with your plant. This is your finances. You speak your money affirmations over this plant. I prefer to do the bowl. Got a really nice bowl that represented something important. You put rice in the bowl, and then you do the same thing with the money. But when you do your candle workings, you light your candles next to this bowl, and that is sort of like your money beacon in your house that goes along with setting the vibration. I also like to add 3 money crystals that have something to do with prosperity, abundance. You might need a protection bowl. You pick and choose what you need. But when it comes to setting up your household for success, I would go with the abundance after you set the house for protection and prosperity and all that sort of stuff. Keep in mind, plants bring good juju. The scent that you put in the house. I have cinnamon gum right now. Yes, I'm really going this hard in this. Cinnamon is prosperity. So now when I speak, there's cinnamon on my tongue. So I speak prosperity because everything here can be used. We have been walking around blind. That is the equivalent to Mario going through the Mario game and letting the mushroom slide by every time he opens a box with one of them because he doesn't like mushrooms. He didn't realize what that mushroom could have did for him. We didn't realize what any of this everyday stuff could do for us. Right? So, inner child, teen, setting up your house for magnetism. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Dirt and shadows and clutter and stuff do attract darker entities because that's what they feed off of. Keeping your mind out of boredom because boredom is the gateway to the devil's playground. Some of y'all want to be on the devil's playground. Go ahead. That's cool. The problem is just once you get there, you get really stuck in your root chakra, which is like the connection to these humanly experiences, and then you don't want to leave. That's actually why the devil is still here. He does not want to leave Earth because he rules Earth. If he goes back up, he has to be a servants of the other Most High down here. He is the Most High. So maybe that'll help you understand the Lord a bit more too. So I'm about to pull from my energy deck. Let's see what this channel message is. I think it probably has something to do with the fact that this is Aries season, the actual beginning of the new year. And you're supposed to be setting the base for who you are and what actions you want to take for the rest of this through next Pisces season. We just closed the chapter. So next month, or I'm sorry, I said next. Last month, we're doing Pisces season, even with some of the planets that are still in the sign. You should be releasing. I got a whole bunch of like aha moments, like plot twist, season finale stuff. And that's what should have happened for all of us, just understanding things that had happened, excuse me, earlier in that year, just closing out. Now this is a whole new storyline. This is the beginning of 2024. So what is the theme? There we go. What is the theme for 2024 for all of us? What will the theme be? This is a new year reading. Got my ass right. I done explained to y'all the themes and how to set up your house. Oh, why? Envy. Oh, okay. I'll take that. So the theme for 2024, envy. This means you can either be the change you want to see, or you can watch somebody else be the change you want to see, and you watch from the background envious. Either other people are going to be envious of you doing your thing, or you can be envious of other people who do their thing. The choice is up to you, because the choice lies within courage and any healing that needs to take place with your sacral chakra. That is your second one in charge of creativity. It feels like the joy for life because it's yellow, but it's just the thing that makes you wake up in the morning like, oh, I get to do that. It made me think about my books and heart healing. So this first 6 months, that's the focus that I'm getting right now. You becoming an inspiration, or you becoming a hater to those people that were meant to inspire you because you aren't on the move with your own shit. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy I started doing stuff because I hate being jealous. Isn't jealousy a horrible feeling to have? Because there's nothing you can do about it. You're just sitting in salt. Can't stand being jealous. So that will lead to a crossroads. And I guess we'll reconvene in that crossroad. What is the midway mark if we were to think about it from Aries season? And I was like, Aisha, you should know this. So June, no, that don't feel right. I've never counted 6 months from Aries. Aries, oh Lord, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Okay, so focus on self and what self wants to do, your self-improvement, and making that a part of your routine. Build it up, because there is going to come a crossroads right before we enter fall, at the end of summer, for you to make a decision. Ooh, I suddenly just got the feeling like an opportunity might come up, or an offer of some sort in this spiritual game. We call this that call to adventure. This is a part of your hero's journey. You could be going along minding your business all the time, and every day is the same, and you're fine with that. But you might wish for something a little bit more. Like, hey, that's the call to adventure. The response to your small desire to see what's outside of your everyday life. The call to adventure is somebody coming in to give you an opportunity for an out, or to do something different. This could be as simple as somebody saying, hey, can you come house sit for me for 2 weeks? I know we don't talk much, cousin Barb, but it'd be cool if you watch my house because I have to do something. It doesn't matter why it's a call adventure, or if you haven't talked to that person in a million years. It's because the system of energy is working through them to get you what you want. Isn't it crazy? This whole time we've been thinking we were here suffering, and God is trying to help you through everything just so you can have the best experience here. So you can come back and tell him about it, and then teach other people. That's what we do when we get back. We sit through our little films, we go over it. We're like, yeah, that's what happened to me as a human. And the other ones are like, because they can't feel or anything, they just like collect data. So That call to adventure will come at the end of the summer, beginning of fall, after you have put in all the necessary work to integrate. Ooh, I don't know if I should take the hiccup as a sign. I'll take it as a wrap it up. Integrate little you in between you and adult you. Have a full understanding of who you are now, what you're doing, what's wrong with being confident. I think that's it. There's no ending I can give you right now because we're literally just finding out that we are at the beginning stage. I feel like I'm like a game. What's the person who like makes the notes over the game and says what's going on in bingo? I don't know what you call them. I was about to say bingo caller. But yeah, no, that's sort of what this is. Even when I tell y'all the transits and we go over these charts, it feels like I'm calling bingo. And then when I do these videos, it feels like I'm doing like little updates, like, hey, collective, this is what's about to happen to you next. But isn't it handy? It's sort of like weather, but like sky weather. I just like got a really creative idea. I'm gonna start. Oh, I can use that one notebook to write down my creative ideas. I don't have one for that. I don't have a doodle notebook. Okay. So what is the closing message I need to give the collective today? What is the closing message? Stuff is being moved out of the way. You just found out what you had to let go of last month. Now you're in the process of letting it go so you can step into the energy you need to step into. I love when it comes very clearly from two decks. Sorry, I'm still on my sexual exploration through Tumblr and the hub and understanding how that works in people. Something tells me if I could figure out the bingo patterns for sexuality in humans, I might be on to something pretty big. I have discovered that your sexual orientation is based upon deficits. If you are a masculine that is out of touch with his masculine or has been depleted of that energy at some point in life, in some way, shape, or form, you crave other males because you don't have that energy or you need more of that energy, as opposed to if you are a female who is missing feminine energy, then you would go for a softer type female. You might be a harder type female, but I can see it in the charts. So there's some stuff happening over here. Just had to make sure to check in with you guys. I am doing much better. As you can see, super happy getting this stuff together. I have never, not before now, done such glorious labor in building something. That's another way that you know when you're moving in the right direction, when you feel the excitement as you're making it, because you're tapping into the future outline of what it becomes when you're done. Y'all sat with me through my time yeah, for 2 years, stuck in one room doing little videos back there after I had already had this whole thing set up. So I appreciate you guys rocking with me when I was going through some spiritual stuff that I didn't even know was possible, which I will explain in the future. But today I wanted to focus on healing. I'm getting out of the dark. I should help you guys with that too while we're on it. So let me know if you guys abundance up your houses and start seeing some reactions because I definitely have. I'm about to eat my breakfast and then I have to do reading. So have a great day, guys.